Hello everyone, I'm back. And you're probably wondering what this is. It is a fruit. Some of you might have actually have seen it. I'm not really sure of what it's called. A friend gave me a whole bunch of them and told me what to do with them. So I had an idea. Once a month on a Friday, when I do my recordings, I could do a new food that I try. Now, once you peel open this extremely intimidating looking outer prickly shell that is not at all edible, nor does it look edible. I mean, it just looks unappealing. You get this soft, white, fleshy, almost translucent looking fruit inside that has a very sweet aroma. Oh yes, very sweet. So it kind of reminds me of a pear, but then also reminds me of like a giant grape once you peel the skin off. I haven't actually tasted it. Honestly, I've been a little nervous. Even though I love fruit and I love vegetables, this was not something that I was looking forward to trying at first. But my friend was like, oh, you should definitely try it. It's good. Once you get the outer shell removed, it's less intimidating looking and it's actually very, very delicious. So I thought, well, why not? I'm not one to try a lot of new things, but branching out and talking on these videos has given me some courage that I didn't think I was going to get. Like when I started this, I didn't really see any kind of behavioral benefits, but now that I've got further along in the videos and I'm starting to make plans to get a camera and some lighting and, you know, make changes to better the quality, I've noticed that it's emboldened me to try new things. So, see, it's real soft. Kind of juicy. All right, without further ado, it's good. Sorry about my nose. I've had a little bit of a nasally, nasal drip, and especially in the mornings, and it's been cool and damp here, and it affects my sinuses. So if you hear me sniffle every now and then, I'm not sick. It's just a little bit of a stopped up nose. I use Vicks and it helps, but it just, every now and then I catch myself when I'm not realizing it, sniffling like, and I'm like, oh, sorry, stuffy nose. But that's all it is. Just a little post-nasal drip from the cool weather we've had. So it's been very cold lately. I gotta have me another one of these. Look at that. Is that pretty? Very sweet. The texture definitely reminds me of a grape, but the sweetness reminds me of a pear. So it's a cross between a grape and a pear. Again, I wish I knew the name of these. If you know what these are, please let me know, because they are delicious. But I didn't buy them. A friend gave them to me, so. And you know, she told me, but I was just like staring at them like, why would you give me this? This looks horrible. And she's like, no, it's really good. And I'm like, liar. But now that I know, I feel kind of bad. I'll have to call her and let her know that I made a mistake. They are really good. She was right. I just was freaking out because of the looks of the outer shell. Now, these do come with a seed in them. And once you take the shell off, it comes with a seed in the middle. It's bigger. This is half the seed. But they're really easy to cut. Like, any knife would cut right through it. I cut it in half. And then they fall right out. Like, the fruit is so soft that the seed just falls right out. So that's one good thing, is that you don't have to wrestle a huge seed out. It cuts easily, and it's very easy to remove. And honestly, this is the inside. Once you cut it in half, the fruit just falls right out. And this is the inside after I've cut it. See, it's hollow. And the fruit sits inside here. And once you cut it open, it just slid right out. There was no harsh pulling or cutting or having to hack into it. It just fell right out. So that was pleasant. So, and then when you realize how pleasant the fruit is, it's a reward well worked for. So I just realized today that this is going to be my last chance to talk to you before Christmas. So the next time I get on, Christmas is going to be over. That is amazing. I mean, this year has just flown by. So the fact that next week Christmas is already going to be a thing of the past just boggles my mind. So here's my question to you. Does Christmas, for me, cause you anxiety? And if it does, how do you recover after everything's over, the madness has ended, if you celebrate Christmas, that is, the hustle and bustle and just the overall hecticness of trying to organize such an event with family members who sometimes don't want to cooperate, if you get what I'm saying, or some family members who want to be over cooperative and want to step in and do everything. How do you find your happy place again after the holidays? For me, it's just relaxing at home, maybe watching some movies. Sometimes we'll travel places just to get away from the everyday norm. Reading. I like ASMR sometimes. Different ASMRs. I love watching Sass and Pink. They are two of my favorites. Different things like that help me relax. So, what's your way of kind of unwinding after the hecticness of the holidays and the rush of the new year and just the difficulty of dealing with just an overwhelming load of responsibility. What do you do to find your happy place again? Comment below. I would love to know. I find it interesting how some people deal with different things, different stresses. Excuse me. I had a hiccup. Different stresses in their life. Some travel, some just kind of seclude themselves. Some lose themselves in a good book. Some go out with friends. What's yours? What's your way of unwinding? How do you get back to your happy place? If the holidays cause you stress. For me, it does. They do. So it's a very stressful moment. And once it's over, it's just like, you know, a weight has been lifted from my shoulders, and I can kind of do some of the things that I like to do to unwind. I could take some me time and just bring it down. And that's important for me because with dealing with some of the health issues I deal with, stress has, which with anyone, stress has a negative impact on my body. So finding a way to unwind quicker is better for me. The quicker I can unwind and kind of calm down, the better. The less negative results that are going to happen. And the better my happy place is, the faster I can get to my happy place. But I am definitely curious. Sorry, I keep swapping hands. I know it's making the video kind of unsteady. But I am curious as to how some of you, I'm getting tangled with my words, how some of you unwind after the holidays. I do hope, in the meantime, that you are having a wonderful holiday. I hope that everything goes smoothly for you. I know so far, really this year, everything has gone relatively smooth. I mean, I've been able to shop. Nothing's really stood in my way. Nobody's gotten any major sicknesses. One bad thing happened, but that's going to be on a different vlog on a different day when I'm able to wrap my mind a little more about this situation as it unfolds, considering it just happened. I haven't really got a chance to wrap my mind about the situation, but it does include some of my family, some I have to not name names, which if they watch this video, they're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. I mean, it's not a mystery. But I still want to be delicate about it because I don't want to come off as just deliberately disrespectful or cruel, unnecessarily cruel. So it takes a certain amount of tact to talk about this situation because it is kind of a, I don't know, it's a heavy situation. It's an ongoing situation. There you go. It's an ongoing situation. It's a constant situation. And it'll change from time to time, but it never stays changed. It'll change for the good, but it never, I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups. I'm trying to suppress them. It'll change for the good a little bit, but then it never stays changed for the good, if that makes any sense. It always returns to its state of unrest. And that bothers me because, well, I mean, I have anxiety, so I don't wish anything bad on my family. I wish only the best things for them. But for the best things to happen, you have to make wise decisions. And when you make unwise decisions and things happen, what is it? For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So when they do the action and then the reaction occurs, I can't really do anything about that. I can try to be there for them. I can try to offer as much emotional support as possible. But as for changing their situation, I can't do that. They have to do that. They have to change for themselves. But I'm getting into something that I said I wasn't going to get into. I'm sorry about that. I get carried away, especially since talking on these videos just feels so therapeutic. Like I can just let it out and not be afraid of harsh judgment and be open and be honest. And I guess that's what my doctor was hoping for. The goal is that I would open up a little bit more and give myself the freedom to talk candidly about subjects, even if I do have annoying ways and, I stutter sometimes and, nobody's perfect. It's just a way to get me to open up and talk and express my ideas and feelings and maybe, even have a little fun. I enjoyed this. I mean, I know there are other people out there who could have done it much better, but this is my first stepping out. So for me, that's a huge accomplishment because I wouldn't have been able to do this, say, a year and a half ago or even a year ago. So to be able to do this now is like, well, it's a step in the right direction. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you up too long. Hopefully somebody gets something out of this video. Respond to my question. I love to hear your answers. And for those of you who practice the holidays and celebrate the holidays, I want to wish you all a happy holiday. I will be back next Friday to talk again after Christmas, unless something comes up and I actually have something to talk about before Friday. But as it goes as planned right now, my uploads are going to be every Friday. So I love you all, and I wish you a happy holiday, and I wish the best for you, and I will see you soon. Bye!